Jacob, 3 picks today. Just what was going on out there?
I think you just heard Coach kind of talk about it too, and he's right. Miscommunication on the first one, completely my fault. On that one, the second one, just didn't see the guy. Hayden was open, just didn't see the rotation. The safety made a good play of recognizing what we were doing and just running, across the field. And then the third one, just can't happen. Just got to throw it away, take care of the ball. Bad decision. But at the end of the day, we won. And, so that's a lot better to learn from something with a W than it is the other way around. So just got to learn from it. That's about it.
Jake, on that play where they kind of almost got you in the end zone, you kind of slung it up and Hayden went out and got the one-hander. What were you kind of seeing there?
It was just rolling out a little naked off a play action. And I found myself getting grabbed. I was in the end zone, so I tried to honestly throw it away. And it just happened to land in Hayden's hands. And Hayden made a lot of great plays for me today. I mean, he really I think the play of the first interception, him running back and forcing a fumble kind of epitomizes what this team's about and what we want every guy to be like on our team. He could have easily just said, "Oh man," and just let him score and and just been like that. But he's really unselfish and sprinted all the way back to cause that fumble. And he's one of the most unselfish guys and the best teammate that I've probably had.
For either of you guys, talk about beating the East constantly, and today's win clinches, I think, a second-place spot in the SEC East. You guys finished 4-2. Just what's that mean to finish 4-2 and kind of where this program is and the progress you guys have made through 2-3 years?
Just like Mushan was talking about, just being able to see the progress in the program. And, we work hard every day. Some of us stay after and do a little extra. And, I feel like sometimes we can feel like that doesn't really play a factor into what we do and it doesn't come into game days. But today I really felt like it did because, we weren't, too fatigued. We were strong and we were doing everything that we could. We were executing. And as long as we do that, we're going to keep winning. So we got to keep it up.
AJ, with 7 wins now, do you guys start looking ahead at potential bowl destinations and what you could finish half with these next 2 games being at home?
For me, to be honest, I'm not really looking at the bowl game. I'm really just looking at the next game. Got to look at what's in front of you. You can't look too far ahead because you never know what's going to happen. Something can come and bite you in the butt. So you just got to be focused on the next thing.
AJ, what were you seeing out there when you were running the ball and I guess receiving as well? Seemed like you just had a lot of space and room to operate.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to get in a lot of space today and felt like our Bs, Hayden and Jacob, I feel like they did a really good job blocking as well as the O-linemen, and give all the credit to them because, without them I wouldn't have been to do like what I did. And I just ran the open holes, and you just got to run hard and, create your own yards, yards after contact. And that's something Coach Bentley talks about every day. Before practice, after practice, before games, after games. He always talks about bull yards, and we just got to keep doing it. Got to get over 40%. That's always our goal as running back, and we just got to do that, keep doing it.
AJ, I think you had a career high today in rushing, and you've really just turned things around the last couple of weeks. What is it that you see is making you successful now?
Just guess being able to have the opportunity. I feel like earlier in the season I didn't have all the opportunities that I have now to be able to play different positions and do a lot of different things for the team. But, Mushan's model is man down, man up. We had some injuries and stuff, so I just had to step up in ways that my team needed me to, and that's what I'm doing, trying to do the best that I can for them.
Okay, looking ahead now, you've got Wofford coming up. What's going to be the mindset and the message this week to make sure that everyone doesn't overlook your next opponent?
I think defensively they know how difficult it is to stop a triple option type attack, and so I think they're going to be really locked in. Wofford's real good at what they do, and so they got to be locked in. And offensively, we know we may get limited possessions. knowing that the clock's going to be running the whole time. So we really got to be locked in to what we need to do and execute at a high level to score touchdowns and, put pressure on them to throw the ball. And so I think this week and the guys, I think the leaders on our team are going to step up again and keep us locked in.
For either one of you guys, Florida the last couple of weeks looked like they had kind of given up a little bit defensively. Were you all surprised at how they played today, how aggressively they played?
Like Coach said, we knew that they were going to come in and fight. And they have a lot of great talent on their defense. And, especially the D-line. The D-line is, Big Taven, he's a good player. So, we knew they were going to come in and fight. And it's an SEC game, and they have self-pride, and they want to put good tape out there for everyone to see. So we knew they were going to come in and battle.
Jake, what did Will and the offensive coaching staff say to you after the third pick, and how do you think you responded to their encouragement, coaching, those kinds of things?
Just keep playing. Me and Coach Sims, our GA, just this summer we really worked on through the film. Go back from last year when we got down or something wasn't going right. My body language might have got a little bad, and I stopped being vocal on the sideline. So that's one thing he reminded me of. You're going to have games like this just to stay positive, stay energetic, keep leading the team. And, a lot of guys stepped up, AJ, Mon, to carry the load today. And, I got to be better and executing those plays and taking care of the ball. But, I think everyone never got rattled when we stayed positive and our main focus was just doing whatever it takes to win the game. Not thinking about the past and just wanting to win the game.
Jake, sort of a follow-up to that, it seemed like y'all had a lot of adversity today with turnovers. Some guys got hurt early, but you kept coming back, whether it was a touchdown or a defensive play. Where does that mentality come from that allows y'all to keep doing that?
I think it comes from the off-season training that we do and through fall camp and Coach Dillman and Coach Muschamp. That's what they talk about. Through life, through everything you do, you're going to be faced with adversity, and that's what they tell us all the time. And you got to find a way to get through it. And the so what now what mentality. I think that guys really bought into that. I think it started off as just a thing you say. We just kind of said it and didn't think anything about it. But through the season, I think the guys have really adapted that mindset to so what, it happened, forget about it, and let's move on and do whatever it takes from here. So I think the guys have really bought into what Coach Muschamp and Coach Dillman are trying to establish here and the rest of the coaches.
Jake, they got 3 sacks on you in the first half, and at least on a couple of it seemed like you really held the ball a long time trying to make a play. How do you strike that balance between trying to make a play and then just get rid of it and live to fight another day?
Yeah, that's always the question, whether you just throw it away or try to buy more time in the pocket to get something off. So I think a couple of the plays were longer developing plays that we thought we could get done and just ran out of time. So the biggest thing there is just take care of the ball. And if it's a sack, it's a sack. Just make sure we have the ball at the end of the play.
I don't know if either one of you guys noticed after the game all the Florida players coming up to embrace Muschamp and speak to him. What do y'all think that says about him and just kind of the relationships he's been able to build with guys who he used to coach?
Well, AJ can answer it too, but we all love Coach Muschamp, and you can see that everyone on the Florida team that he coached did too, just because it's more than a head coach to us. Some people might think a head coach just kind of oversees everything, but he's he wants to know what's going on with our life. He wants to know about our family. He's real personable, and just a great coach and a great guy that we want to play for. And I think that's evident, and seeing that those Florida guys coming up to him and embracing him because he's so he cares for everyone that he coaches.
Jake, 4 rushing touchdowns the last 3 games. I think before that you didn't have a rushing touchdown in your career, at least at the college level. Obviously, those 3 games have come after the bye week. Is that something that was talked about at the bye week, saying maybe use your feet a little bit more, try to be a little bit more mobile, or is this just how it's kind of just happened?
It's really just how it happened. Coach Jenkins, played quarterback here. He's one of our assistants in the weight room, and every week he was like, "Man, just pull it," and just kind of just playing with me. but then I did it and it worked, and so every time I pull one now, he's all excited, and it really just happened. Just making plays, and I get to run behind Hayden. So if he's out there blocking for me, I know I'm got a good chance of getting some yards. So.
This Florida defense has kind of been prone to giving up big plays. You guys get them for, I think, 12 explosives today. Is there something about their style that kind of makes it a little more boom and bust?
Not really. I think you just go back to maybe a guy out of a gap, or we did a good job in our blocking schemes of making big holes for AJ to get through. So, and then our guy made a play over there. So I think it's I don't think it's anything schematically that they do. I think it's just wanting it more on our side of the ball.
Last one, please.
Jake, you grew up in Spartanburg, and Wofford's going to bring a lot of fans from Spartanburg with them. Is this a special game for you in any way?
For me, Coach Muschamp, I think everyone gets wrapped up in winning the state as just the game at the end of the year. But I think if you look at it, we kind of take Carolina, both Carolinas as one. So if you look at NC State, if you look at Wofford, it's another chance for us to win the state. So that's what's most important to me. But it's pretty cool. Growing up, kind of seeing Wofford stuff. They just got a new basketball facility, so they got a lot of good stuff going. At their school. So it's going to be a good game for them to come down and bring a lot of fans from the upstate.